Okay, I hope we are live. How is everybody? I'm going to put the Amazon live stream on right now in a minute or so, but I want everybody to get in here to see how we are doing. Can everybody hear me and see me okay? We're going live on both YouTube and Amazon Live. We'll do a simultaneous stream. And I know I just want to wait for everybody to get in here. I don't know how many we have here so far. Let's see. Does everybody hear me and see me okay? I see 3 of you already in the chat. Good old buddy Tim, how you doing on High End Cheap Tech? He's on time. It's good to see. We have one of my favorites, Epic the Hamster, who always contributes and gives some great questions and comments. Okay, that's good to see you. How are you? We should be live on both Amazon and YouTube. Let's wait till a few more people get in. I know I said that I wasn't going to do any live streams on the main channel. I sort of lied, but I thought it was important to get this this live stream out today because a lot of people are working from home. So I thought we need to see some of the best tech out there for home use when it comes to working from the home. William, good to see you. We have 4 of you in the live stream right now. Let's just wait a little bit to see if everybody gets in. I'm going to also tweet out. Just give me a second here. Let me tweet out to everybody just to let them know. Okay, that's done. Okay, we have 9 of you in the studio, in the live stream. How is everybody doing? It's Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And we got 8 of you in the studio. I keep saying the studio. I want you all to be here. But you're all at home, hopefully, staying safe and not out and about too much, hopefully. You know, Handquake in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Tech for Your Needs is here. Hello. So we've got the good old cast of characters here. That's good. We got Jev. How are you? Okay. So hope everybody's doing okay. I know this has been a little bit of a tough time. So maybe for an hour, we're going to do this for an hour tonight. And we could take our minds off a few things. Not totally, because these are things that I think people need or should look at. And I want to thank the good folks over at Anker for sending these over. Now, disclaimer, I'm not being paid by Anker for the stuff here. There's also other stuff in the carousel if you're watching me on Amazon Live. So keep that in mind. I'm not being paid. They're not paying me to say good things about these. These are products that I've tested out myself. These opinions are all my own. So rest assured, I wouldn't be recommending any of these if I thought they weren't good. And they actually are pretty good. And these are my first tastes of some Anker products. I have used some Anker products in the past, but recently, these are my first taste of them. And I got to say, I'm very, very impressed so far. We got 12 of you in the live stream here on YouTube. Let me just check the live stream over on Amazon. And looks like we're okay. All right. So why don't we start off with the first one we're going to do. Just want to make sure a few of you come in here. We have 17 of you in the live stream right now. Again, just for those who are joining us now, work from home tech is the theme tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about what we have in front of me, a few other workstations, mobile workstations that I've been thinking about being good choices for those stuck at home, having to work from home. So we're going to get right into it. Can everybody hear me and see me okay? As long as that's good, we can then move forward here. So what I have here is a bunch of stuff from Anker. And again, anybody joining me now, they're not paying me for this, so just keep that in mind. Everything you see here will be available on the carousel below. If you're watching me on Amazon Live, if you're watching me on YouTube, they're all in the video description below. Any questions there, let me know. Anita Hodge is in the house. Thank you for Anita for showing up. Nice to see you. We got, let's see who else we can say hello to. We have Lawanese Fowler. Nice to see you. Okay. And of course, Sakura in the house. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I'm glad to see that the stream is okay. Good. All right. And as let me bump up this screen here. What you're seeing here right now, and I'm just going to put it in full screen, are things from Anker. And one of the things, if you're going to work from home, is something like this. This is the Anker Power Conference Bluetooth speaker, and it comes in a really nice case, as you see here. Really nice, actually. Very impressive mesh little pocket there. It's really good. And it's the first one I want to take a look at, because I think if you're going to work from home, and this is the box that it comes in, it's the ultra clear conference speaker. It's the Power Conference Bluetooth USB speaker by Anker. And as you can see here, really, really good stuff. It's got 6 microphones for superior voice pickup, and looking really good. And I tested this out. This is really good. And the build quality on this is really excellent. It sounds really loud. So why would I want to look at a speaker like this? Well, I'm going to put it over here. The reason why you'd want to look at a speaker like this is because this is a Bluetooth speaker that you can use for conference calls, and especially if you're working from home, which hopefully all of you are doing right now, or those who can. This will allow you to work wirelessly. And I think wireless technology, of course, is going to be the theme tonight, because it allows you to have the freedom to move out and around your home office. And it also allows you to stay connected. And that's the key here, staying connected. So this is really good. Now, I already tested this with my phone here. I have my Pixel 4 XL right here. And let's just give a little sample of this. Again, you could find this in the link below. Now, this is going to come in at $129. And as you can see, it's, let me put this over here. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I want to leave it over here. So right now it's on, and let me make sure. It looks like it's connected. So I'm going to play one of my videos just to give you an example of how the sound is on the Power Conference speaker. And let's just go to a video here. I have my phone here. It's out of camera. Let's go to my video. Oops, I don't want to get copyrighted here. Let me go to one of my videos. If I go to there, and we go to your videos. Let's take a look at my last video. So this is the HP Envy, by the way. It's doing okay. HP Envy 17. And my stream is a little bit, my internet's a little bit on the fritz tonight, so bear with me. Maybe if I take it off the Wi-Fi, it might be better. But we're going to get a sound sample of this. Now, one of the things I like about it, and as you can see, there's LED lights there and everything. So really good build quality, pretty sturdy. And why is this not playing? Because of the live stream, probably. Let me restart YouTube. Again, this is all live, of course, so bear with me. It does sound good. I promise you, it does sound good. Okay, here we go. So here we go. And again, I'm going to use my video because I don't want to get any copyright on YouTube. So let's go there. And let's see. Now, if you watch my channel, okay, hold on. We got to connect it to the Bluetooth. Hold on. I think I got this connected. And there it is. Now it's connected. It's got 80%, as you can see here. It's right there. And then I'm going to play a lot of ultra portable devices. Take a listen. 12, 13, 14-inch devices, even 15.6-inch laptops. Well, I got something a little bit different today. It's a 17.3-inch laptop. It's made by HP. It's part of their Envy line, and it has a premium feel and look. And I love the screen real estate. But it does have a dedicated GPU, a full HD display, and pretty good performance. And the best part about it is it won't break the bank. Hey everybody, this is Andrew, and this is my unboxing and review of the HP Envy 17T. And as you can see, you got touch controls, you got the phone button there, volume up and down, the microphone mute button, which is very important if you have a conference speaker, and of course you have your play and pause button. Very good sound. Again, I don't want to get any copyright. It's great for music. I've already used it for music. It's been great. Tim has been working from home. Glad to see that you're hopefully staying safe, Tim. Definitely, we are all trying to stay safe at this point. Pedro from Elizabeth. I hope everybody's fine. Hope everybody is fine. Thank you, Pedro. If in Kentucky, I know Tim, I believe, aren't you in Kentucky? And thank you for letting me know that the stream is doing good. So as you can see, this, or as you can hear, this is very good in terms. Coming up. Perfect. Listen to the music. Today's video is brought to you by NordPass, the next generation password manager, where security meets simplicity. It's brought to you by the cybersecurity experts who built NordV. They're not sponsoring this live stream, NordPass, but they did sponsor the last video. Okay, so that's the Power Conference 129. Comes with a beautiful, really nice, tough case here, as you can see. Really impressive. And you might say, well, was 129 a lot? Well, not really if you're working from home. And one of the key features, 24-hour talk time. You can connect the USB cable. It uses USB-C, by the way, to charge. Voice broadcasting indicator light, as we noticed over there. It's compatible with obviously iOS, Android, anything that has Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth 5.0. 360-degree voice coverage with 5-meter range. DSP reduces the ambient noise. Smart voice enhancement technology. And it also charges your devices. So you can actually connect your device and it will charge. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm really liking the sound of this. At 129, you can find it in the link below. You can find it in the carousel if you're watching me on Amazon Live. And that's good. Okay, so that's one thing you'd want to use when you're working from home. We'll talk about laptops in particular. I'm talking mobile workstations tonight. Again, we're in that work from home theme due to the current situation. I don't want to mention what it is because I don't want to get demonetized. So bear with me on that. But having said that, I think we all know what's going on in the current situation in the world. People having to work from home. And Anker has really come through with this, I think. Excellent. 129 Power Conference. This is a really good choice. So I'll put that to the side for now. Let me turn it off. I mean, it has beautiful LED lights on it. Really good sound. Portable, too, if you need to take it with you somewhere. But right now, we're all staying at home. Now, sticking on the same theme, this is another one from Soundcore. This is the 360 sound from the portable waterproof speaker. It's the Flare 2. And let me turn this one on. I believe it's this. Oh, no, it's this button. And the Flare 2 is a $79. And I got to say, I'm impressed with this one as well. And I like the way this lights up. So it gives you a little bit of a nice ambient lighting kind of thing. Gives you a nice mood setter. It doesn't take, Tom. I only had it for a little bit. Let me get his comment over there. I've only had it for a little bit as far as the Power Conference is concerned. It didn't take long to charge. It charges pretty quick. I believe it was less than an hour. But I'll double check once I do more testing with it. But the initial time I've had with it, it charges pretty quick. And again, I think you're going to want something to do video conferencing, and you also want to do audio conferencing, and with Bluetooth wireless technology. And again, you get the theme tonight. So with the Soundcore Flare 2, it also sounds pretty good. Yes, you can turn off the light on this. I believe if you press this button, the most advanced online security and privacy app, and you can make it louder, by the way. No, I have a special 50% discount. Sounds great. Just for my audience. Stay tuned. I'll let you know how to get it later in this video. And in the interest of transparency, so this turns off the light. I'm not. Oh, that's the. That just see that what that did. It paused it. Oh, I guess it pulses with it as well. Paid by ATM, but you can turn off the light. Maybe if I. All the opinions. And you also have your voice assistant. What's the temperature in New York? Well, because I pressed it too long.
This is the top
here. What's the temperature in New York?
This is 52.
Okay, so the connection is a little bit janky tonight, but yes, you can use it with your voice assistants. Lights up Bluetooth. It has bass. You can have a extra bass if you want to hit that that button there, and then has some branding there, like a mesh, nice fabric covering, giving you a good sound, good controls. Light on the bottom, light on the top. Pretty good. That's for $79. That's not bad. It's also a digital voice assistant. It'll connect to your Alexa on your phone or your Google Assistant, as you just heard with my Pixel 4 XL. So pretty good so far. Yes, you can turn the light off, Handquake. You can do that. Yeah, so Sakura, you like the RGB. I like it also, and it pulsates. It does all kinds of stuff. It's in sync with the music, and it's pretty good.
And no one is seeing this video before its release. Pricing starts $6.99 without a touch display and $8.99 with a touch display. And with that out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Now, lifting the lid, you're greeted by the unit itself. We'll get to that in just a...
Very clear sound. And I don't want to play... I could do some copyright music maybe a little bit later, or copyright-free music. I don't want to get any strikes on YouTube, and I don't want to mess this up. So I kept it to my stuff. But as you heard with the music portions in the background, it actually sounds really good. We're going to get to these in a moment. Melvin, they are really good. I've got 3 of them. Wireless earbuds, truly wireless earbuds, 3 different price points, all very good for what you're paying. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But let's take a little bit of a break right now. Let's just talk about how is everybody. Let's see what's going on in the live stream. People have been working from home, and that's why we're doing the work from home theme tonight. And I wanted to do it on my main channel only because I didn't want to do it on my secondary channel. And by the way, I have over, I think, 80 subscribers there now. So thank you for those that have subscribed. I only put up 2 live streams that are rebroadcasts of ones I've already done, just to get up some content. But I will be starting to put some stuff there going forward. We're getting close to that 100 subscriber mark that I'm looking for at this point. So I appreciate everybody subscribing. But I wanted to put it on my main channel tonight because I thought it was important enough to get it out to enough people. Because of what's going on in the world today, everybody stuck at home, working from home. And I think it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I think it actually can be a good thing, especially when you put the technology in there, and you can definitely be productive. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, so we've looked at 2 of these. Let me turn this one off. I believe this is the power right here. So those are the speaker type things. You've got one conference speaker, one Bluetooth speaker. And by the way, this is a IPX rating. So this is waterproof, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the box right here. What you're getting here, and I'll show it on the camera. Hopefully you can see it okay. If not, I'll read it to you. Unlimited 360 degree sound. It's got the bass up technology we were just talking about. It's got dual beat-driven ring lights we just talked about, so it's in sync with your audio, and it links to 100+ speakers, so you can actually get a bunch of these and have them all sync up. It's actually pretty cool. It's got 12-hour playtime, which is great. Fully waterproof with that IPX7 rating. That's very good. And it has that customized sound and light via the app. Now, I haven't used the app yet, but it is downloaded in the App Store for iOS, and of course the Play Store if you're running Android. So very good with the sound right here out of this. This is the Anker Soundcore Flare 2. I'm very impressed with it so far. So let's put this over here. Excuse me. And now let's talk about these headphones here. These are the Live Q20s, and we'll get to the wireless earbuds in a moment. These 3 here. I know it's a little bit of a mess here. Let me move this over here. Put these to the forefront. Put these down a little bit. But we'll get to these 3 in a moment. Okay, put them next to there because these are really, really good. Now, this is a really interesting ANC or active noise canceling headphones. Yeah, it does remind me of the JBL as well. Really soda can style. Again, really, really good. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. It's a good value, I think, at $79. It's quality. And by the way, all this stuff, what I've noticed from Anker, and again, I'm not being paid by them. They sent me these to evaluate, and I thank them for sending it. But very impressive quality. I mean, even though I wasn't doing this live stream, I would definitely go out and buy these on my own if I had to, because these are really good. We're going to talk about these in-ear studio wireless earbuds in a moment. These are really good. We'll get to that towards the second half of the live stream. But the Soundcore, the Life Q20s are really good. And what I like about them is its price. Now, these are $59. And what I like about it is the comfort on these. They're really good. They're very comfortable, and they're noise canceling. They have active noise canceling, and very, very flexible in terms of comfort. Good cushioning on the band here. Really flexible as well. Good controls here. You got all your controls as you see here. One thing that I would have liked to have seen a little bit different is that these charge with micro USB as opposed to USB-C. But I think a lot of these in that $59 price point, they all do that. I think it's something that's pretty common. You get your noise canceling button here. You can turn it on and off. These sound really good. And by the way, one of the things that I've noticed about Anker is they pair really great. When you initially get them out of the box, turn them on, no issues in terms of pairing, and the connection stays very strong. I'm very impressed with not only the sound, but the functionality of these products. Now, these are promising 40 hours, which is amazing because 40 hours is pretty long when it comes to headphones. High-res audio, of course, these are Bluetooth, but they're also hybrid in the sense it comes with a 3.5 millimeter audio cable that allows you to use it. So high-res quality sound, active noise cancellation, or ANC. And again, it has their bass up technology, and you do hear the bass on these. They're really good. And again, why would you want to use this? You're working from home. You want to listen to music. You could take phone calls with these. These sound really good for that. You want to tune out what's around you. You got kids running around with you because they're not at school. So you definitely want to get something with noise cancellation or active noise cancellation. And these, of course, fit the bill. Right now we have 16 of you in the live chat. These are $59. Again, all these items are going to be available on the carousel below if you're watching me on Amazon Live. And if you're watching me on YouTube, they're in the video description below. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so these are good foldable design, and they have the aux mode as we talked about. So you can use them without Bluetooth if you want, and they fold up really nice. And they do come with a case. I believe it's like a, let's open it up. Yeah, here's the case. So the case, nice touch. You know, at $59, you don't always expect these things. Comes with a nice, strong, durable, waterproof type case. Really good when it comes to that. Boom, you got it. $59, I think, is a really good deal. So how is everybody? Just want to make sure everything's looking good here. One of the things, and by the way, just as a side, before we get back into the wireless earbuds here, I want to talk about these in a moment. A couple of things coming up on the channel. I do have a review of the HP ZBook 15 Z6. So the HBook ZBook 15 Z6 coming very soon. And I got to tell you, maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek at the end tonight, but really, really good. I mean, I'm so super impressed with that mobile workstation. We'll talk about mobile workstations later in this video. So let's see what Tim has to say here. Tim says, I have the Anker Soundcore 2 Live Q10s and no need at all for the ANC at all. The bass is off the charts. Mine have 60 hours, price lower than the Q20s. Check out the Q10s, people. If Q10s are really good, the Q20s I can attest to are really good. So both very good. And the Q10s might be coming in obviously for less money, but the Q20s to me are a good deal at $59 as well. Sharky 165 says that's a great price for ANC Bluetooth earphones. Beats and others are way more expensive. Absolutely. These are The sound, what surprised me at $59 is how good the sound is. I don't want to really show you. Obviously, I can't show you on the live stream, but putting them on, it definitely is comfortable and the sound is really good. Now, what I like is, you know which end is up basically. So you got your left and then you got your right, and they're all there. So really good. So basically, these are very good for ANC. If you want active noise canceling, you don't have to use them with ANC. You could turn that off. Sounds really good without them. Cups look small on ear, over ear. So Tom, this is how it looks. I mean, I could hardly hear anything, and I don't even have these on. They're really good to give a good seal around the ear canals, around the whole ear, actually. They actually sound good, and they're not heavy either. They're very comfortable for long periods of time as well. I tested these out last night. Really, really good. Well, right now I do this. I work in the legal field. I do contract work and so forth. So I'm doing that as well, Robert. But I'm making this more and more my full thing, especially now when we need more content out there because everybody is now at home. So they need to consume media. There's no sports to compete with. There's no events to compete with. The Broadway shows are stopped here in Vegas, New York, wherever. And, things are a little bit crazy. We need a little bit of an escape now and then. So hopefully I can bring you like a little escape with my videos and like an hour here and there, of maybe doing a live stream and so forth. And I thought the reason, again, and I'll reiterate for those joining us now, the reason I wanted to do the live stream now on the main channel, even though I said last time I would do it on my secondary extras channel, was because I thought of the importance of this. If people are working from home, they're home right now, they need to be able to see this kind of stuff because there is a lot of technology. And I think this is a wake-up call when it comes to working from home, because I think a lot of this can be done. A lot of productivity can get done when you're at home. And what's great about working from home, for those that are not familiar with it, because they used to go to 9 to 5, they go into an office, is say if you're a single parent, daycare issues are not much of an issue, especially right now where the kids are home. So you're home with them. So you don't have to worry about that. That's a cost that's definitely less for single parents or even couples that have children, young children, and they're not having to go into the office. Gives you more flexibility, although we're forced right now into the situation. But we're now having to deal with the situation in the world, and being able to work from home allows us to be productive and not give up on our jobs. So I know not everybody has that luxury. I know some people are obviously hurting. They're in the service industry. So it's a tough time right now, especially for the airlines, especially for the cruise lines. Really, really tough place where we're in right now. So we have 15 of you in the live stream. Now, so yeah, these are these are a hybrid. Like I said, they have the aux jack. You could put it in here and you can use them plugged in. Very good in that regard. $59.99 over at Amazon. Again, the link is in the carousel as well as in the video description below. If you're watching me on Amazon Live, there is a carousel for all the products, among some others I'm going to talk about, below the video. And if you're watching me on YouTube, of course, it's in the video description below. So let's get into these now. These are the different wireless earbuds. And we're going to go from price range. So let's start with these to begin with. I think these are the least expensive. And these are the P2, the Life P2s, which are these, I believe. They're these. Yeah. So these are the P2s. These are the Liberty Air 2s right here. And these, you can see that they're there. These are really good. And then you have the Soundcore in-ear studios, the Liberty 2 Pros, and they slide out like that. Okay, let's start off. We're going to get to this one last because this one's pretty special. Let's start off with the least expensive, which are the P2s. And those are $59.99. And to me, a great price. And what was surprised me is how good they are, how comfortable they are. Now, the sound is really good. And, I'll just put it up to the camera here. Very good quality. I gotta say, I'm impressed with the Anker quality. They fit really good in the ear, as you see here. I have a lot of, in other brands, I have problems with these staying in my ears, and they give you different, by the way, they give you different size ear tips. Let me bump up my screen here. So as you can see here, good fit. I really do like them, and they actually sound really good, form a good seal in the ear canal. So you get pretty rich sound. $59 is what's impressed me with this, with how good the sound is. There's some bass, the mids are good, and they do get pretty loud. I'm very happy with these at $59. I don't think you can go wrong. The case is really nice. It has a good battery in the case. So according to this, and let me bump this up, is these are crystal clear calls via the 4 microphones. That's right. I tested the call feature on this. They're really good. They got 4 microphones on them, good noise reduction in them, 7-hour playtime with 40 hours with the case. So 40 hours total is pretty good. Now if you saw the video I released late last night, it was about a 5-minute video. The Vankyo, what were they? The Vankyo Alpha X200s, 3,500 milliamp hour battery. The battery life Sakura. So the battery life, 7 hours on these, 40 hours total with the charging case. Pretty good. Sound is really good. $59, again, very good deal. So the next one, we'll talk about these in a moment again. Really good fit on these. Let's go to the next ones. Very similar in terms of the style. Those style of earbuds, as you see here, more more AirPod-like on these. These are the Liberty Air 2s. Okay, the Liberty Air 2s retail for $99, and there again, the link is below. What I like is the case gives you a charging indicator light, letting you know. I have one of the 3 dots there lit up. Really comfortable. Again, these sound really good. So you're stepping up from $59 to $99 for these. And you do hear the difference. I mean, you're paying a little bit more money, obviously, but it's well worth it if you want to step up to the next level. And these are definitely them. Very good fit and comfort. And I'll bump up the screen in just 1 second. Let me put them in. And they have a really good fit. And one of the things that's impressed me is how good these fit in the ear. So as you can see here, again, these are more AirPod original style, how they protrude down a little bit, but again, fit much better on me than the AirPods ever did. Now let's take a look at some of the specs on this, and let me just put these down here for a moment. So what these bring to the table, and again, is quality. Flawless audio with the diamond coated drivers. So these have the diamond coated drivers, and they make the world of difference as far as I'm concerned. Because Soundcore, one thing that Anker's Soundcore line has is really good sound. 4 microphones, and has uplink noise cancellation. That's pretty good. It has the Hear ID personalized sound. So I'm not sure what that is, because I definitely didn't have enough time with them. But I did test them out to see how they sound. They only take 10 minutes to charge, and that will give you 2 hours of listening time. That's pretty good for these. Now, as far as battery life, 7 hours of playtime on this, 28 hours with the charging case. Not quite as long as the Life P2s. These don't give you quite as much. They give you the same 7 hours, but not quite as much with the case. It's a smaller, more compact case, more AirPod-like in the terms of the case. So 28 hours with the charging case, 7 hours of playtime with just the earbuds. IPX5 rating on these, so you're getting sweat proof on these, especially if you're going to the gym. You're going to want to make sure these are sweat proof. These are. That's another thing you're getting with these over the more inexpensive but good P2s. These give you IPX rating. Again, IPX5, sweat proof, great for the gym. Great to see you, Mayor. And I believe you told me today that there's the Persian New Year. So happy New Year to you, and stay safe. I know you said you were working on some stuff, on research. and stay safe. We appreciate all the work you're doing. Okay, so these are really good. Now, we are now 34 minutes into the live stream, but I wanted to check out, let me put these away. I wanted to check out the next level up, and I don't know which one these are. These are, oh, these go in like this. So they slot in. There we go. And then this slots in like that, and then boom. And I like that it has a battery indicator light. Let's bring these bad boys. So this is the Liberty 2 Pro. Now these are, I believe, let me just get the exact price. The Liberty 2 Pros go for $149.99, and these are a step up. These sound amazing. These are in-ear studios. Oops, almost lost it. These are in-ear studio style. They have studio performance. Professionals can use these. I know that they've been advertising them, that some Academy Award winning people have used these and so forth in production and so forth. I had a little bit of time with them, and I got to say, really, really comfortable. Let me put this one in, and then I'll bump up the screen. Everybody wish Mayor a Happy New Year in Persia, in Iran. Okay. So again, the case is really nice, by the way. It has a nice, like a rubberized feel to it, good grip on it. Nice, really, really nice. So let me show you what these look like in the ear. As you can see here, in-ear studio, wireless, truly wireless earbuds, really, really good. And I can actually feel the seal in my ear. It's hard. It's really good. What these bring to the table is, let's see here. So and then again, they have their own app, by the way. You got to download the app. It's good for Google Play Store for the Android apps, of course, or the Android phones. And then it's also on the App Store for iOS. I'm going to do more in-depth on these. I'm going to do a full review of these as well, and the other two. So stay tuned on the main channel for that. What these are Astria coaxial acoustic architecture. So that's going to, of course, enhance the sound, I guess. 32 hours. So let me take these out. 32 hours of playback time with the case, which is excellent. 8 hours individually, 8 hours just the earbuds. 32 hours with the charging case. Say Happy New Year to everybody. Sharky saying Happy New Year to Mayor for the Persian New Year. So these are really good in terms of that. Now, they have the crystal clear calls. I've tested them out. Really good when it comes to that. Wireless charging is on this as well. Qi wireless charging, which is great. Again, $149. You're stepping up from these other two. Although these are great for their price ranges, this takes it to another level. Very, very good. And I like the equalizer settings you can do on the app. Again, I will be doing a more in-depth look at these in a full review. This is what I was talking about. 10 Grammy-winning audio producers have used these in the studios for sound. So, I mean, I'll take their word for it, and I've used it briefly, and I can tell you they're pretty amazing. The reviews on Amazon are off the charts for these. Really, really good. So that's good. Okay, we got 18 of you into the studio right now. Very good. And now this is a wireless charge in case I don't have a wireless charger near me, but I did test them. It works really good. So if you have a wireless charger, you could just put it on that. Boom, you're ready to go. And you could do the reverse wireless charging if you have one of the phones that have that, power delivery, and so forth. Really, really good. So you're working from home. You got all this stuff that you can potentially get here. One of the most important things, like I said earlier in the live stream, the Anker conference speaker here, really one of my favorites. This is metal, by the way. This isn't cheap plastic. This thing is a beast. And it feels good. It feels substantial. It's going to be sliding around the desk or a table. It's staying. It's got a rubber grip here. It's not going anywhere. Really good. $129. Again, in the link below. All right. So now that you've gotten all these accessories out of the way, we've talked about them. They're all good in their own way. They all can contribute to the person working at home. I want to talk about a couple of laptops, more specifically workstations. But before we do, I want to talk about the HP NV32. Now, the HP NV32, I actually took delivery of it. You could see it in the carousel below. Let me see if I can get it. Let me just see here. NV32. Now, this is an all-in-one, and I had a chance to check it out at CES back in January. Really impressive stuff. Let me just get to the HP store here, and then I'll put it on the screen. Let me go to, give me a second here. And let me share the screen. And let me go. Okay, so I'm talking about the NV32. Let me just pull up the right one. It's an all-in-one. This is the 27. I want the 32. It's a 32 inch, and I actually got a chance to look at it. And the reason I want to show you an all-in-one, here it is because, let me just make sure. Okay, so let me just make sure it's the right one. Okay, so what we're looking at here are the HP all-in-ones. And the reason you'd want an all-in-one if you're working from home, for obvious reasons, you know, you want to be able to have space saver. You want to save space in a sense. So you don't want to have your desktop on the desk or under the desk with wires everywhere. You want everything in an all-in-one solution. And that's where that comes in. Now, HP sent it to me. I have it. It was a 95-pound box. And I thought, what, are they nuts? So really, really good. But I got to say, 4K display on this is absolutely gorgeous. It's a really special HDR display. I got to give them credit. It's not a touch display. It's like the iMac in that category. It's a non-touch all-in-one. Because I know last year I looked at the Lenovo, the Surface Studio style one, if you remember correctly, the Yoga. Not quite as good, but this is really good in terms of the sound on these. The sound bar on this is unbelievable. Let me click on this. The one they sent me was the one that's pretty loaded, and it has a 9th generation processor. And let me just give you some of the specs here. You're looking at it's an all-in-one 32 inches. It comes with Windows 10 Home. The Core i7 on this one, but I actually have, so this is the Core i7 9700, 8 cores on that, which is great. It's got the NVIDIA GeForce 2060 with 6 gigabytes of GDR6 video memory. It's got all the bells and whistles. The sound on it is pretty amazing when it comes to this. Really, really good stuff. One of the things that I like about it, not so much the price. I'm on HP's website, but you could actually go to the link below. You should be able to get it at Amazon. And let me just take a look at the price on Amazon. It's showing actually currently unavailable. It wasn't showing that earlier, but take my word for it. It's a very good all-in-one solution. If you're at home working, you want something that you can edit video on. It's pretty accurate. It got great color gamut. It's an HDR display. It's a crisp display. It's pretty amazing. And I'm going to do my full review probably this weekend. So stay tuned for that. They are great for the content creator. This is been a big surprise on how good it's been. The graphics card is definitely, you can do 4K video editing on it. I've been very impressed with it. And I just got to do some finishing touches on B-roll and do my voiceover. And I should be able to bring the HP Envy all-in-one, 32 all-in-one. I don't see too many reviews out there. I know HP only had a few samples to give out. And so I just took delivery of it recently, and I'm going to be finishing my review on that. So very good for working at home. Great, amazing speakers on it. One of the things I like about it, let me see if I can show it to you. Underneath here is a wireless charging pad, but the keyboard is pretty interesting. It has like a little shelf here where you can actually connect total of 3 devices. You got your main computer, you got your phone to connect via Bluetooth, and your iPad at the same time. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you in the video. It's kind of hard to explain it, but it goes onto the shelf on the keyboard, and the keyboard's pretty good. And it's pretty interesting workflow when you have your iPad, your phone, and being able with the one switch of a button, you could switch the keyboard to use it via Bluetooth. So it worked really well. So that's been pretty good. I think Han B likes it. Got 23 of you in the live stream. We are now hitting the 45-minute mark. I wanted to keep it to an hour. We may go over a little bit, but that's okay. HP Envy 32. So you pair it with something like the Anker conference speaker that we talked about, ultra clear sound on that. All this comes into play if you got to do video conferencing. You got to do you need to have sound, you need to have video. By the way, the webcam pops up on the top of the display. It's hidden. We'll talk more about that in my full review. That's the first computer I wanted to talk about. It's an all-in-one, and I want it to be something that for you to check out. Now, the next one that I wanted to talk about is some workstations. Now, if you watch my channel, you know I did the P53. And let me go on Amazon and see if I can get that up for you here. The Lenovo ThinkPad P53 is an excellent mobile workstation. And again, if you're the professional having to work from home, it's definitely something to look at. We want the P53. Where is it? I just saw it. Where was it? Oh, that's why I didn't. I forgot the P. And we'll get you that in a moment. We'll take a look at it. And if you see my video on it, you know what I'm talking about. In fact, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll give you my video on that. Okay, just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I pull this up for you. Lenovo. I think I'm on the search here, pretty up high up. 53. Okay, let's just see what mine comes up. Yeah, so I took a look at it. And the P1, by the way, as you saw there, was very good as well. And let me stream that one, and then let me share that screen. And one of the things I loved about it was its upgradability, as you can see here. Again, these are very important things to have when it comes to, and this has a 90 watt-hour lithium-ion battery. I have the ZBook from HP. I just took delivery. It's been pretty impressive. Stay tuned for that. That's coming. I saw a similar one at Best Buy, the list for $19.99. It's nice. It does not have a built-in DVD drive. William, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the P53, or are you talking about the all-in-one that we just discussed? Because I'm a little bit behind on the comments. By the way, I'm open for super chats for those that want to help support the channel and have any burning questions. Well, I'll answer them anyway. You don't need to do a super chat, but it is nice to help you. And by the way, I love that keyboard on the P53. This is a very good work-at-home computer if you need processing power. Thing is a beast. It's not the lightest, but then again, you're working from home. It is portable enough to take you with you room to room, and it's wonderful for video editing. It's wonderful for things like typing for extended periods of time. The display is good. It's color accurate. So it's for the video editor. It's a beast in this thing. So check out my review. You could just do a search on YouTube. It's there. 15-inch mobile workstation. They're not cheap, but I think I wanted to point them out because those are now options that you have at home. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get an under $1,000 laptop that'll definitely do the job. Connect a monitor to it, but it definitely will work. And the P53 has a bunch of displays you can use on it. It's pretty good. Who's that? So Mayor is asking, what's your personal laptop? I'd really like to see a Dell Latitude 9510. When it's out, I've heard it has great aspects. I definitely will do that. I have a good contact over at Dell, especially the Latitude line. Good people over there. So I will hopefully get that. What's my personal laptop? I'm in between right now. I have two. I mentioned in the last stream, I'm using the HP Elite Dragonfly as my work machine. It's a very light, very thin. I also use my on-the-go laptop. Usually have two I use. My on-the-go is the Samsung Galaxy Book S because it has the Wi-Fi. It has the LTE that works really great. Thin, light, premium. Love it. So those two. So William is talking about that all-in-one in HP. The NV32, it takes it even to, I think I know which one you're talking about. You might be talking about the 27-inch. This is the 32-inch, and this thing it's amazing. It's huge. I mean, it's pretty big. To give you an idea, what is the iMac is 27 inches, iMac and iMac Pro, the larger displays. This has a 32-inch display, and it's absolutely gorgeous, really color accurate, really bright. One of the brightest I've seen, really good. So William, definitely. He's talking about he saw and does not have a built-in DVD drive. And I'll go more into the full review on that. But if you want something like what I have here on the screen, the P53, a mobile workstation, it's definitely good. And you could also check out, and let me get there, the Dell Precision 5540. And that's another good one. And of course, I'm the number one in the search result, for me at least. So that's good. This one is pretty interesting. Let's give it a second to load here. It's going to load in. What I like about the Precision 5540, it's lighter than the others. And it's basically, in the exterior wise, it's a Dell XPS 15. And if you watch my channel, you know, I absolutely love the Dell XPS 15. And what it brings to the table is you could get it with a Xeon processor. I think you can get it with a Core i9. So really good options there. It's got the NVIDIA Quadro T2000 graphics card, 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. One of the things you're going to love, and that's video RAM, one of the things you're going to love is how portable it is. If you watch my reviews of the Dell XPS 15 and, of course, of the Precision 5540, you know I like the mobile workstations. When I say mobile, relatively mobile, I mean, they're not the lightest things in the world, but this is actually pretty portable, pretty slim for a mobile workstation. Now, the other one I like, I'm not pictured here. And again, these are all in the video description below. If you're watching me on YouTube, but if you're watching me on Amazon Live, it's in the carousel below. One of the things I like about these is the fact that this, the P1, actually, which is like the X1 Extreme, but for the mobile worker, you know, the workstation, it does a really good job in terms of form factor. And as you can see, it looks just like the Dell XPS 15. You wouldn't know the difference unless you went under the hood. And it also says it on the bottom, Precision, but they're virtually the same. The exterior is all the same. It's under the hood that is the difference. So there you have it. Those are some of the workstations. Let me put the okay. And as you can see, there's all sorts of connections you can put to it. Really, really good. So I'm going to stop the screen share for a moment and bring back. Okay, there we go. So where are we right now? We're 53 minutes. We're almost there. What do we've learned tonight? We've learned that working from home doesn't have to be limiting. You can get productivity work done thanks to the stuff that Anker sent over. Great. The conference microphone with power, the Bluetooth microphone was really great. Love all these earbuds. I'm going to be doing a review on this one for sure. The Liberty 2 Pros, really impressive. $150 to me is really good because there are more expensive ones out there that don't sound half as good as that. Then you've got the Liberty Air 2s. You got the Life P2s. Love these Q20s from Soundcore, Life Q20. Really good options out there. It's 31.5. That's correct. They call it 32, but it is a 31.5. Right. So that's the one you saw. So it might be the same model. I'm impressed with it. I'm really, really happy with it so far. And again, my full review of that, watch that for this weekend. Again, great option if you're working from home, especially a creative professional as well. You're doing video editing, you're doing sound editing. It is a really nice choice, especially if you don't want to use an iMac. You want to use something that is Windows based and not a laptop, right? So you want to, or you don't want a desktop, you want an all-in-one. And it definitely saves space and it's nice to look at as well. Nice form factor, really good options on it. It's got a wireless charging pad as well. I'm really impressed with it. All right. I'm taking any questions at this point. Okay. So working from home, definitely the theme tonight. I like these Bluetooth speakers and I'm really liking this for some reason. This thing, and this you could just throw in your bag as well and take you with you. But if you have more than one person on a conference table, say in your living room or your dining room table, and you need to have that office type conference table experience, this will fit the bill and this will be your ticket. This will allow you to do Bluetooth conference with multiple people. Really, really good sound. Also great for music. This is great for music as well. I like the way it lights up. It's all really good. Any other questions? Because we're approaching the 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to take your mind off things a little bit. Super chats, anybody? Come on. Help support the channel. We're stuck here. But it's good to see everybody. Tech for your needs. I'm glad you're here. Let me say, I don't want to miss anybody tonight. But I will be going. Let me scroll the ticker below. You'll see what's scrolling below is that my new channel, the Andrew Mark David Extras channel, and that basically is where I'm going to do most of the live streaming. This was important enough for me to do on the main channel tonight. The reason I wanted to move all my live streams over to the Extras channel is because from the research that I've done and from hearing from other creators, that you putting your live streams on your main channel, so it hurts the algorithm. And I think they're correct based on the stuff I've seen. I've lost some subscribers, but those aren't people I want anyway. They're not really watching my stuff. So if they're not willing to bear with me on this, then you know what? They're really not watching my stuff anyway. That's the way I look at it. Yes, the hour did fly by. Crazy times, I just wanted to give everybody a rest from their craziness right now. Let's see, 10 p.m. I turn into a pumpkin. I'm out of here. Tim, everybody check out High End Cheap Tech, who does some great budget stuff. He did some of these earphones. He was talking about the Q10s before. Check out his channel. Great for those that are looking to save some money, but not on the quality. He does a good job. Thanks, Tim. Have a good night. Productivity laptops, the one with the longest battery lives that also supports fast charging. Mayor, I got the HP ZBook. HP. I always have trouble with this. The HP ZBook 15 G6, and I gotta tell you, as a mobile workstation, I am so impressed with it. Its upgradability, how easy it is to get in the laptop. In fact, let me give you a sneak peek of that right now. I don't know if I have room here on the desk, but we'll figure something out here. I like it that much that I'm going to show it to you. Just give me a second. So let me put this down. Okay. Okay. So what we're looking at here, and let me take off the comments so we can see it better. Oops. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. This thing I'm loving. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to show you, and you'll see this in the review. You see this? This is what everybody should do. They should be able to do this. Did you see how easy that was? And as you can see, plenty of upgrade options. You could put a full spinning hard drive if you want. Extra extra SSD slots. Both of them are accessible to the user. RAM slots. This has 64 gigabytes of RAM. I am so impressed with this, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to give you my full review. If you like the P53, if you like the 5540 Precision, you're going to love this one. And that's why when you're asking me what's a good productivity laptop, this might be it. And this battery, by the way, is removable also. It has slots so you can pull it out. And I got to tell you, it's a huge battery. It's like 90, it's almost the legal limit, whatever. It's 90 something watt hours. I'm not sure the exact. I'll tell you in the full review. But I got to tell you, great battery life. And that's not something you normally see on a portable workstation or a mobile workstation. So that's pretty good. I love the fact that you don't need any tools to get in this. You can just take it right out. So if you're in the IT department, that's great. Yeah, you like it, huh? Yeah, me too. I'm been impressed. And what this is the way, by the way, it's a fingerprint magnet, as you can see here. But you can see good build quality. And this just slides right back on. And then you just lock it. Boom. And that's how you upgrade a laptop. Not this other crap that these other manufacturers do. I know Lenovo's been pretty good. Weight. It's, I think, about 5 pounds or so. I think it's a little bit more than 5 pounds. Not too bad. And the pricing, it can get expensive. I think it starts at like $18.99, but I'll give you all the details in the full review. I don't want to give too much on the live stream. I want you guys to tune in. Let me move this out of the way. Let me just open this up for you. I know I got a lot of things on the desk here. Great keyboard, great 4K display. It's Windows Hello. And the brightest display I've seen in a long time. Now, not quite as that 1000-nit display, but this thing is off the charts. Now, it's got what's called a what is it? My eyes are going, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Dream Color. That's right. It's got the Dream Color display. It covers the P3 wide color gamut. Excellent sRGB, excellent Adobe RGB. This thing is beautiful. Is the all-in-one expandable or not? Stay tuned, Sharky, for the expandability portion of that. I'm still playing with that. It's one of the things I will be testing, so I don't want to answer that yet. Full review coming up. I always like the way you said, yes, Meyer, it's coming up. Coming up. Ports on this are really good. As you can see here, you got full-size USB-A, HDMI, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and they are Thunderbolt 3. You got the power port, what do you call it? The PC slot, the security slot. And then you have, you got Ethernet, you got Kensington lock, 2 more USBs, SD card that actually sits flush. Love it. Solid build. What more can you ask? So, and it also has it took a cue from the Spectre line, gem cut design, although it doesn't have any ports or power button there. It's just a gem cut. You know what? This surprised the hell out of me. So when I spoke to the PR person who sent this, who represents HP, asked me if I want to review this. I did because I wanted to see how it would compare to the Precision, the Dell Precision 5540, and the P53 from Lenovo, the ThinkPad. Sharky, these are mobile workstations. It's big, it's bad, it's not that heavy. Considering, I mean, it's not light, but it's not as heavy as the others I've seen. It's on par with the P53. Might even be lighter, actually. The keyboard's fantastic on this also. Oh, it's the other way. Keyboard's fantastic. Actually, very good key travel. It's got a multi-stage backlight. Again, this 4K display is beautiful. It's also got a 1080p webcam that's really good. I mean, I'm just blown away on how, I mean, HP really had a home run with this one. So stay tuned. The full review is coming. I don't want to do too much tonight, but it really is very good. So we're over an hour. Hope everybody's liking this HP here. I'm enjoying it. So that's where we are. Let me just adjust this up a little bit. Working from home doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be limiting. You can definitely get things done. That's for sure. So we're heading towards the end here. Any other questions before we call it a night? I want to thank Anker for sending over all that stuff. Great for work at home. Great accessories. All the links below. Again, I'm not being paid by them. I'm being, they sent it over for my unbiased opinion. And I tell you what, not one product that they sent over I would say is bad. It was all good. Very impressed with these, especially the Liberty 2 Pros. Really good. So really good stuff from Anker. Check out the link below. Good pricing also for the quality. Sound is what they're known for, and now I know why. Now when I see these other reviewers reviewing Anker, and now I know why they're that good. Okay, we got 21 of you. How is everybody doing? Is the live stream fun tonight? I had a good time. Got our minds off things for a little bit. Okay. So I think we're going to call it a night here. We're over an hour. I'll give you a little bit of a preview. I can't wait to this full review. It's coming up. So I'm going to call it a night. I want to wish everybody a good evening or morning, depending where you are. Stay safe. Thursday. No, I did it special for tonight. I'm going to keep trying to do the Fridays. I don't know if I'm going to do one tomorrow. I'm going to try, but I'm not sure. Really enjoyed this, Andrew. We're on partial lockdown here. Most stores close at 8 p.m. and don't open until 5 a.m. and you can't be in the street after 10. Where are you, Sharky 165? Where are you? Because I'm here in Las Vegas. People are still going out and about. I don't understand. If you have to go out, I understand, but don't go out if you're not. If you don't absolutely have to, like buy food and stuff, that's important. But really, we got to get a handle on this. All right, you go, Meyer. Have a very good New Year, Persian New Year. I appreciate you being a good support of the channel, and definitely we'll see you in the next video. Okay, you're in North Jersey. Wow, so you're near New York, my hometown. It's terrible to see what's going on there, from what I'm hearing from family and friends there. Really, really concerning. Everybody needs to take these warnings very seriously. We need to get a hold of all of this in terms of containing this somehow. So hopefully we'll be able to get through this. I know we will. We just have to stay positive, and that's why I'm here. You know, if you guys want to ask me anything to do, I can do this all from my home studio here. So I'm there. I'm going to try to put as much content as I can. So you can keep your mind off, even for a few minutes, even a 10-minute video, definitely will do it. I know these live streams on my main channel are not the best in terms of the health of the channel, because I do lose some subscribers, and it does hurt the algorithm, but I felt it important enough to do one more on the main channel. Again, if those of you that are just coming here late, subscribe to my Andrew Mark David Extras channel. The link, I'll put it in the video description below once this is done, or you can just do a search. But I did put it in the last live stream. I already have 80 subscribers there. I want you to go and subscribe there. I want to get to 100. We want to be able to do all the full featured stuff. We want to get as many subscribers as I can, because I want to do all my live streaming there. Other big news on the channel before we go, I just wanted to let you guys know. Memberships are now active on my channel. I just have to do a few extra things to get it up and running, to get that going, but I'm now activated in terms of the memberships. So we will have YouTube memberships to help support the channel. I will do members only live streams, so keep that in mind. I will give you behind the scenes tours of some stuff, early access to video reviews and so forth. So you definitely want to check out the members coming on Monday. I think I should have everything up and ready. Good question by Aditya. ThinkPad or Surface laptop keyboard. I like them both for very different reasons. I love the ThinkPad keyboards for their tactile feedback and just they feel great. And I'm a huge fan of the ThinkPad keyboards, dating back for years now. When it comes to, by the way, hi, how are you, Chandrakant? But when it comes to the Surface keyboards, I love those as well. It's a different kind of feel, but just as good. So it's just a matter of personal preference. I don't mind. I could switch from one to the other and still get pretty good accuracy. Glad you were able to join in on the stream, Chandrakant. Hope you're staying safe. Any more questions? We are getting towards the end. But I wanted to get memberships are coming to the channel. Any chance to review the HP X360 1040? I'm gonna reach out to HP regarding that. I don't know. Again, right now, a lot of review stuff is a little bit on hold because of what's going on. People are working from home, so things are not happening normally. Getting products, although I have plenty of stuff here. I got delivery of this baby, which I'm really liking. So, and by the way, the performance on this is pretty amazing. We'll talk more about that in the full review. But yeah, so a lot of stuff is going to be slow over the next month or so, just till we get a handle on what's going on because of everything. I don't want to get demonetized and say what's the name of what's happening in the world right now. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting. But I'm still getting products. I have enough here for next couple of months. We'll be fine. I have the HP NV32. I have the ZBook 15G6 here, as you see here. I got a couple of Chromebooks that I got to pump out in terms of reviews. So those are coming as well. I got plenty of stuff. It's just really crazy times right now. Thank you, BW Spot. I really appreciate the sentiment there that you enjoy the channel. I try to give as best detailed reviews as I can. Not always easy, but time-wise, but we'll see. Yes, thank you for bringing that up, Adatia. I do have one in order. I'm getting it next week. MacBook Air 2020. I bought the cheapest one I can buy because that's a couple of reasons. I wanted to see what Mac is offering on the bottom end as far as the MacBook Air. And two, because I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I have to go out of pocket for that. So yes, MacBook Air 2020 coming as well. And I'm sure a lot of you want to see that, right? Now, as far as the iPad Air, I'm very interested in the keyboard case, although it's obscenely expensive, $300, which is ridiculous. But it has a floating stand on it or whatever. It does work with the 2018 iPad Pro, from what I understand. So maybe I'll just do the case and maybe return it, I guess. I don't know. The iPad Air 2020, for some reason, it's not exciting me all that much. It's not that much of a change other than the cameras. I didn't see anything crazy revolutionary from one generation to the next. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to review the iPad Air. No, the iPad Pro 2020. What I would like to see is do better reflections tests. Yeah, I got to start doing that. Again, time is the problem on my videos. I get criticized for having too long of a videos, although now I'm not getting that as much in terms of criticism. Screen reflection is a big one. And this is a matte display, by the way, which I love. So it's not only a 4K display, it's a matte display. I don't want to talk too much about it because you want to watch the review. But, I mean, these bezels are pretty thick. However, it's a workstation, so keep that in mind. But very good so far. I'm very impressed with that. Screen reflections, I will start to talk more about that. It is an issue. I do talk about it when it comes to screen brightness and issues in direct sunlight as far as readability. So that is definitely something. The MacBook Air is cheaper than the iPad Pro. It's just funny to think about it. Absolutely. I'm going to try to do both. I do have the MacBook Air 2020 on order. I should be getting it next week. So stay tuned for that review. So we'll be doing that. Sharky says, agreed on the new iPad Pro. Better off getting the 2018 model at a discount if you can. Yeah, I've been using the 2018 model, the 12.9 inch. Love it. I use it every day. In fact, I'm using it right now during this live stream for the Amazon, but because you have to use iOS. But it's a great tablet. I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due. It's all dirty. One of the things you got to love about is the consistency, how good it is. It's not perfect. And again, I don't see enough on the 2020 model to upgrade at this point. Just discovered you today. What model is the HP, please? Okay, this is the ZBook, HP ZBook 15G6. I don't know. I have the hardest time remembering. HP ZBook 15G6. It's a 15.6 inch mobile workstation. So it's a little bit thicker than a regular laptop, but it packs a punch. When I tell you this thing is a beast, it's a beast, and it's a battery beast. We'll get into that. Not something I was expecting. That's how good it was. Tech Free Needs. Love your content. You are doing an awesome job. I appreciate that, Tech Free Needs. You do a great job as well. And, you gave some really good insights, especially about the live streaming last time. And it got me thinking about, how to do this. So I spun off a different channel and we're going to be doing it. But I wanted to do it on the main channel tonight as far as live streaming is concerned, because I wanted to be able to do something that I thought was important. A lot of us are home, quarantined, needing to self-quarantine, not because I'm not sick or anything, but because we need to be safe. And we need to keep everybody else safe. So let's do the right thing and stay home when you can. Don't go out and about. So this is a lot of fun. I really enjoy these. I enjoy these. I hope you guys really like it. Let's see what Aditya has to say. I've heard that Asus Zephyrus G14 is launched today. Is it true? I didn't find anything anywhere. I saw it on the news post. I didn't see anything either. I'll ask my contacts at Asus. I'm supposed to get some Zen books from them, but because of everybody's working from home, it's a little bit strange right now how to get products, but we'll figure it all out. Chemical engineering student, where are you? There you are. Purchase advice for a laptop for a chemical engineering student. You're looking at it. This might be it. It depends on your budget, of course. This could get expensive. But if you can afford it and you need the horsepower, this might be something to look at. The HP ZBook 15G6. What I love about it, again, how easy it is to upgrade. I mean, this should be the way all... look at that. That's ridiculous. Here you can see what's inside. Let me go full screen. So there you can see the big battery in this. The RAM is upgradable. Got slots for the RAM. You got slots for an extra SSD, even a slot for an extra hard drive. Very, very good. I'm impressed. Look at the fans on that thing. Heat sink pipes up there. It's really good. All very good. I don't know I got to look to see the material, the press material they sent me on this, how much it costs. I'll get you all that. It's not cheap. I think it starts at like $18.99 or something like that. I'll do a search right now. Just give me a second. Let me take a look. Let's see. So going over to the HP website, by the way, it has a 3-year warranty for those wondering. So they start when I'm just waiting till this pulls up here. It starts at $1989, almost $2,000. 9th generation Intel Core i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 SSD, 15.6-inch full HD display. The one I have is the 4K non-touch with 64 gigabytes. It's going to be very, very expensive. It's the Core I got the 9th generation on this Xeon processor. Actually, I'm sorry, I have the Xeon processor on this one. This is a more expensive one. We'll get into the price in the full review, but it's not cheap. It's definitely going to be more than $3,000 for sure. Starts at about $2,000, a little less than $2,000. That's arguably what a MacBook Pro should be in terms of expandability. Oh, it's not, it's the anti-MacBook Pro as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that. Sharky 165, it definitely doesn't get easier than that. Exactly, tech for your needs. No need to take out screws. This is how it should be done. Why can't it's so simple design? Why can't other manufacturers do it? I don't understand this. This is the way to do it. Is Thunderbolt really important for a student? I wanted to buy a Surface Laptop 3, but many YouTubers are saying that it's better you buy a laptop with Thunderbolt 3. Just clear my misconception. I personally don't. I mean, Thunderbolt 3 is good if you want to connect to an external GPU or Thunderbolt docks and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I think you're fine with USB-C 3.1 that you'd find on, say, something like the Surface Laptop 3. To me, it's not necessary unless you're going to do an external GPU or you're going to do 4K 60 multiple monitors. Then maybe you might want to think about having a Thunderbolt 3 port that has 4 lanes, but it's not necessary. I mean, it depends on your needs. I think you're fine with the Surface Laptop 3, to be honest. But again, everybody's needs are different. I don't personally think it's necessary. You'll be fine with the Surface Laptop 3. So yeah, I will be, as I mentioned earlier, we talked about this comment. The MacBook Air is cheaper than the iPad Pro. I definitely will be getting the MacBook Air. It's supposed to ship next week, so I will have that for you. We have 28 of you. No, not at all. Are you talking about? I think you're answering somebody else's question. But again, Thunderbolt 3, not necessary as far as I'm concerned. I think that's overhyped as far as, oh, you have to have Thunderbolt 3. I talk about it in my videos, and I'm a little disappointed on the very expensive products that don't have Thunderbolt 3, only because if you're spending that much money, you might as well get it. But it's not be-all, end-all in terms of the ports. You can get a lot done with a full-size HDMI port. You can get a lot done on a USB-C 3.1. So you should be fine. iPad Pro or Surface Pro devices in 2020. iPad Pro are different devices, in my opinion. I think the Surface Pro devices can be used as tablets, but they're more productivity to me. I know you can do a lot of productivity on the iPad. You know, you can do a lot of different stuff, but you know, it's dirty. The 2020 iPad Pro didn't have enough to me to warrant spending that kind of money. I will check out the stand or the case, the keyboard case for it. But as far as Surface devices, I think Surface devices are better for office. They're better for productivity, running Windows apps, of course, Windows applications, just more productivity. Good point. Molana brings up Thunderbolt 3 is going to be USB 4, so you have nothing to worry about. I agree. I seem to be gaining more of you, so I don't want to sign off because it's good to have 29 of you in here. Really, really fun tonight. But I am getting a little bit tired. And I still have to work on this review of this bad boy. So a little bit of a sneak peek. So if you checked it out, great. If put this down a little bit. Magic Keyboard for the new iPad Pro is compatible. Yes, it is. From what I understand, the new Magic Keyboard for the new iPad Pro is compatible with the 2018 iPad Pro. That's from what I understand. You don't have to buy the new iPad Pro 2020 to use that new Magic Keyboard. That's from what I read. So if anybody knows any different, let us know. But yeah, I think you can use your 2018 iPad Pro with the new Magic Keyboard, which is good. They did that. However, it's still $300. This weekend, I think I'm going to have it this weekend. I got a lot of it done in terms of testing. It did really well. Should be ready this weekend. I have to compare it to a few other things, but yeah. So really, really good stuff tonight. Want to thank Anker for sending over all this stuff for me to check out, to show you guys. Work at home has been the theme tonight. Primary smartphone right now is the Pixel 4 XL. Don't kill me. I know it got a bad rap in the beginning. I love it. With some updates, it really has come through. I know it's been criticized heavily, but I love the Pixel line. So that's my phone. Oops. Okay. Let's see what else. Any other questions? Again, I'm having a good time. I mean, I'm really enjoying this tonight. I want to thank everybody for, I agree 100% that the Pixels are underrated. I just hope I took your mind off things for a little bit. That was my goal. We can't totally forget what's going on in the world. That's why I wanted to talk about work from home. But we need a break. And this has been some crazy times. I've heard from many reviews that Surface Laptop 3 has way less battery life. Everybody's battery life will depend on how you use it. I always say that. Check out my full review of it. You'll see my numbers. I use a very specific test. It's a web surfing test at 40% brightness over Wi-Fi, and it's pretty accurate as far as that test I'm concerned. Pixels are definitely underrated. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next one, although it seems like everything's getting leaked. So any other questions before we call it a night? I think I'm hitting the wall. Yeah, $299. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. Magic Keyboard 11-inch, $299. The 12.9-inch is $349. Even worse. The one bright spot is that it could be used with the 2018 iPad Pro. That's ridiculous. $349. Is Apple? What's wrong with them? Are you kidding me? $349 for a keyboard case? I don't care what it does. Wow. Love OnePlus. Hopefully, trying to work with them to try to get review units. We'll see. OnePlus 8 will be coming. Very good stuff with OnePlus. But I mean, what do you think about this? $349 for the 12.9-inch 20 for the Magic Keyboard. To me, that's just absolutely ridiculous. To get away, and they'll sell a ton of them. That's the sad thing is they'll sell a ton of them. For those joining us late, I will be reviewing the MacBook Air 2020. I have one on order. It will be coming next week, hopefully, barring the way things are, who knows? But I'm expecting it. How much gold is in that keyboard? Good question, William. For that price, there better be some gold in it. That's for sure. Great point. For $349, you can buy an iPhone 9. You're not kidding. I do like desktops, Bradley. I don't dislike it. I do like desktops. I just don't get offered them very often for review, and I can't afford to buy everything I see. So desktop is the one kind of thing that's hard to do. You could do a video on it, but it takes time to try to film something like that, and I don't have unlimited funds either. Windows or Mac in 2020? I like them both. I'm platform agnostic. Tech Free Need says $349 you can get the cheapest iPad. You're not kidding. And think about that. The keyboard case or a whole iPad, which is pretty good, the one you get for $349. It's not bad at all. Yeah, it makes you wonder who would spend that kind of money. I mean, I might get it for the channel and I'll use it with my 2018 iPad Pro just to take one for the team, but nobody should be buying a $349 keyboard case. I mean, that may be an unpopular opinion, but I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But Apple gets away with it, you know? All right, people, we're at an hour and a half, 28 people. So I guess people are liking it tonight. We are doing okay with these streams on the main channel. I got about 1,600 views on the last one. So that's a good sign. If I get 1,000 views, that's fine. Okay, so memberships are coming to the channel. Do you think smartphone processors are overpowered and are not pushed to the limit? I think their battery life is an issue for them. So yeah, I do think they're not pushed to the limit just because the battery won't have any battery life. It'll drain the battery too quick. Battery technology definitely has not kept up with the processor technology. That's for sure. They need to make strides in the battery area. Good question. 28 in the live stream. The stream looks good. I did upgrade my internet, by the way. It's the gigabit, but it's whatever. The gigablast. Graphene battery technology needs to come out. Yeah, we need something because right now battery technology is not keeping up. ARM processor is the future of laptops? I do. I think they are. I'm surprised the MacBook Air didn't have an ARM processor. I was kind of thinking there was maybe a possibility, but they didn't go with that. I got the cheapest one, the $999 one, because two reasons. $999 is what I can afford right now, and I wanted to see what the cheapest one can do. We'll see. All right. I think I'm done for the night. Any other questions before we call it a night? This turned out, we really rallied the second half of this live stream, that's for sure. True wireless charging as well as OTA, over the air. Absolutely. I agree with everything on that regard. Okay. This is a good one. Are foldable devices like Surface do increase your productivity? We'll see. I'll tell you what, with the Galaxy Fold, which of course I don't have it in front of me, I absolutely love, by the way. I feel more productive with it. And I noticed one thing with that. I'm taking my iPad Pro a lot less than I used to. That tells you a lot. The Surface Duo, I'm actually looking really forward to that. Can't wait for it either. I'm in the same boat with you, and I've let them know I want in. I want to see it. I want to be invited. Well, not invited, but I want to review you, and I want something. I'll have to buy it if I have to, but whatever. We'll see. I'm looking forward to a lot of foldables and dual display devices. All right. Any other questions? It's been a great. I had a great time tonight. But we're already more than an hour and a half, and I wanted to keep it to an hour. Still have more stuff to do on this, baby. I don't think it's going to be cheap. I'm thinking for sure it's over. It's gonna. I think like 1,500, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. On the Surface Duo, I think it's going to be expensive. Not going to be cheap. We'll see. Tech Free Needs, see you. Thank you. And great contributions as always. And that's my cue as well. All right. So thanks to Tech Free Needs. Thanks for Aditya. Thanks to Sharky 165. Thanks to Bradley Cochran. Thanks to William Cohen. Who am I missing here? Thanks to Now It's Okay Gaming. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber and discovering me. Thank you. I don't want to miss anybody. Thanks to Tim from High End Cheap Tech. Who else want to say goodbye? Thanks to Mayor Sharif B. Happy New Persian New Year to you. I think I got Han B. Thank you. Where is everybody? Tom McDonald. Thank you, as usual. And Epic the Hamster, who was waiting from the beginning. Always like him. So, everybody, I want to thank you for stopping by the live stream, taking some time out from this crazy, hectic time we're living in. Stay safe, you too, Sharky165. Everybody, listen to the warnings out there. Everybody, heed the government's warnings from where you are. I know things are not so great right now, but we will get that. We will get through this. And we will get to the other side of this, and hopefully sooner rather than later. So everybody stay safe, and I'm going to see you in the next live stream, and of course, on the next video, which soon will be coming up. Well, let me do it the right way. See you in the next video, which of course will be coming up. Have a good night, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.